Hello friends and welcome back to Prison Architect. It's Astro here and today I feel like playing another challenge. Another hardcore crazy, things are probably going to go pear-shaped, but hey, who cares? It's fun. It's fun when things break. So, with that in mind, we're going to have a male prison, it's going to be a large prison, we're going to have old Periwinkle here running the show for us, and we're going to do this in permadeath warden mode because why not? I've turned on all, except for weather and temperature, because I want this to be a jungle prison. A prisoner of war camp, where only horrible, horrible gang members come in. The place is always on a knife edge, because, we're at war. These are prisoners of war. They're all, in their own allegiances and all that sort of stuff. These guys are going to be an absolute terror to deal with. But, with that in mind, I have military super guards, and I'm going to have fast deliveries and fast walking because they're just, as far as I'm concerned, quality of life. No tunnels? No, let's have tunnels. That's fine. That'll keep me on my toes. We're going to have extra reputations. It's going to be permanently daytime, and we're going to have wild growth to get that jungly kind of vibe going on. Ready? Let's do it. Alright, we have begun. Here we are. We are Mr. Periwinkle. I requires office. And let's have a quick look. I've also got some additional speeds up my sleeve here to help me get around this prison. It looks like it's fairly simple so far. There is a big lake out here, which is something we're going to need to be mindful of. But we can have a solitary, sealed off section on this nodule here, where we can shove people who have been naughty and they can just sit there on the edge of the water and just feel sorry for themselves. Alright, first things first. If this is going to be a jungle and this is going to have wild growth, we're going to need to slap out a delivery zone protection area here to stop these trees from encroaching on our delivery objects. And then we're going to need to build our prison in, and we'll build in a little road that comes in like this. And then we can start building our prison off that road. Right? Because it's all going to need to be, cinched in and looked after and held fast. Otherwise, the trees are going to attack us and take us over. We'll take off our intake for now. We'll tell the colonel that, unfortunately, at this stage, the prison is not ready to have new prisoners of war deposited into it. Which is, look, I'm sure he'll be upset, but look, what are these? Oh, that's this is the mod that I added. A water closet. A closet to keep your pump in case you don't want to put both utilities together. Utility closet. Power room. That's kind of cool. What else is in here? A cat. Buy a cat to satisfy your prisoner's companionship need. What's this? World settings. Oh shit. What is that? Oh. Disable events. Okay, well that's a bit cheaty. I don't want that. What mod is that coming from? Let's have a look. Extras. Mods. Is that Prison Architect Plus? I think it is. Alright, so this one is, this one's supposed to basically make things a little bit cheekier, a little bit cheesier, in that, things like, well, I don't get to have 4 firemen in a fire engine. I get 2. Which I think will be good. I think that'll make things a little bit more challenging. Just because of the way that, the base game sort of works, it is sometimes a little bit easy to just, have those firemen rock up and deal with any problems that may exist and off they go again. And it's cheap and it's easy and it's fine. But you kind of want that to be a little bit more challenging, right? You want that to be a little bit more something something. Okay, garbage, and then let's get an export zone up the top here because you see, I think we're gonna be exporting a few things in this place. We've already got some logs here. We may as well get those generating us some cash right off the get-go. Right, let's get some grants set up so we've got some cash. Buy a death row wing. Surely it's a bit early for that. What happened to cell block A? How about Basic Detention Center, Administration Center. Create a fishery. A local fishing guild has contracted your prison and asked you to build a fishing area to help train new recruits. They are paying big time for this. Cool. Alright, well that's something new. I guess we'll do that when we get around to it. But in the meantime, we have our base requirements here. So, let's go ahead and we'll just quick build out a couple of offices here. A better office. How much better? Oh, it is better. But it still has the problem of when you rotate the computer, it still faces in the incorrect direction. So let's have one there. And then one here. That should be fine. Computers are set up to face in the correct direction, so I'm not going to get all upset about this, like I usually do. And you guys know me, I do tend to get a little bit, miffed about things that are completely, useless and unrelated and not necessary to be worried about. Let us get this financial research underway so we can get our accountant hooked up. And let's get some utilities down, shall we? Let's get I think we'll just quick build a utility closet. Right? There we go. This is the cheaty option, but honestly, it's quick, it's easy, it's fun. So let's just plonk one of these, I guess. Should we have it? Let's have it here. Let's have it right here. And this way, I don't know why there's a single piece of pipe there. But it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. And we'll get some more tiles set up here to keep the trees at bay. And we'll get some power lined up into this baby. So line this down here, cross, down, cross, underneath the path, right? So we'll have the power that goes under the path here. That reminds me, I need to buy a new pop shield for my microphone so my plosives don't come through. I don't think they come through too badly just because of the way that I've got it set up, but it's probably not a bad thing to, to start looking at upgrading and just keeping my gear sort of ticking up as I go along. Alright, so that is a base level of stuff. Let's get ourselves a basic detention area just here, which is going to go... I mean, this is all very simple, very easy. We'll have a nice little sort of... nice little jail door here. And it can just go, I don't know, like there. We're going to have a nice little fenced off yard area that can be... what am I looking for? Objects? Yeah. No, materials. Fence. Alright, the fenced off yard area can be across here. No, it'll probably need to connect to the building. And then we'll run it across like that. That is fine as a yard. Totally fine. And we'll just go yard, bosh, done. We'll give them a little standard door so that they can get out there. And let's tile that area off as well, just to make sure we don't have any trees popping up. We don't want any trees. It is not going to make things fun for us. It's going to be something we need to keep a very, very tight eye on as we build this prison out. And in here, we're going with brick, evidently. I didn't mean to do brick walls, but that's fine. Over here, let's go a door like this. Let's get some drains and some shower heads in this room. And then rooms, this can be the shower. Bosh. This can be a... Where is the holding cell? Here. Blash. And then we need, I think, just a bench in here, basically. But I'll put some beds in just as a... look, I'm being nice. I'm being nice for these guys. Oh, it needs a toilet as well. Objects, toilet, blam. And then, let's get some pipes. Pipes in here, like this. Connected to the toilet and to the showers. They get cold water showers because it is the jungle. It doesn't need to be, they don't need to have hot water when it's in the jungle. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm traveling in areas that are warm, or, even when I grew up in... the mid-north coast of New South Wales, when it was in the summertime and it was like 30 degrees. 30 degrees isn't really hot by Australian standards, but, up there it seemed, fairly warm. 33, I think it sort of got up to. And you just didn't have a hot shower in the summertime. Because it was so humid. You just had a cold shower. And that was fine. Actually, you know what? Hang on, there is one more mod. Let's just do this. mods, the last castle. Now, I didn't use this originally because I was thinking I was going to do... Ah, that's better. That's better. Okay. I didn't use this originally because I thought that I was going to do, like... I was going to have the minimum size 5x5. Oh, bugger. I thought that I was going to be using the weather and temperature requirements. And this one kind of doesn't work well with that, in that it doesn't have a texture for hot water things. Because it was developed before that mod, or that version of the game was released. And so it just kind of looked a little bit wonky. But now that I'm not doing temperature, I think this is fine. I think this should be fine. We may as well, right? Let's get those tiles slapped in there as well. It's probably not necessary for me to put these in, but there you go. So that is our holding cell, and we've got these awesome, like, army property beds here. There's nothing else that's really... Oh, look. Authorized only is the staff door. It's got its own little tag on it. And these guys have all got, like, an army uniform with, like, a high-vis bib over the top of it. Like just a little vest. And, well, Periwinkle he's just Periwinkle. Really. There's stuff that's scary about him. I mean, he does say that he was in a war. That he was a sapper in the war. I mean... We're not too sure if that's really the case. But anyway, 42 minutes left on finance. Let's get the final requirements of... Why is that still flashing? 5x5 and secured behind one door. I don't know what she complained about. 1, 2... Oh, I didn't expand the room, guys. Okay, yard, zip, done. There's our yard, taken care of. Kitchen, canteen... Oh, bugger. I need those. I didn't think that I needed to build those. Okay, let's build a kitchen and a canteen, though. We'll do that right about, I guess, here. We'll have another little brick foundation like this. And I guess we'll just, bring it out like this. And then, you know what? Let's bring it down and strip this wall here out. We'll just demolish this wall, right? And then we can have a door leading into this area right here. See, there's still some things that are missing, like barbed wire doesn't have a texture, which is a bit of a shame. But we can have a cat, so that's fun. That's fun. I like that. Let's get ourselves set up with another large jail door at the front of the prison, and we'll have one, I guess here? It should be fine. I mean, this is a very basic prison just to get us underway, right? This is just the starting baby steps of what we're doing. So, in here, let's get some rooms. We're going to have a canteen at the bottom. Lovely. A kitchen at the top. Great. We're going to have, objects-wise, in the kitchen, we're going to have some cookers. We just need one. We just need one fridge, and we just need one sink. For now, because all of this is going to be relocated as soon as that grant money rolls in. In the canteen here, we're going to have a bench, or a table, sorry, a couple of benches, and a serving table that can just sit across the top here. Great. It looks like trash. It's bloody terrible. But that's gotten us where we need to go. Staff-wise, accountants, in your pop love, hang on, I'll walk in here and spawn you from thin air. Get to work, and look at her. She's got her little army uniform on, just sort of bobbing about. Got her army-issued computer and her army-issued coffee, which is probably just, you know, mud. Okay, 2 guards, 2 cooks. We can do that. 2 military super guards. Look at him. Berets and all. Where'd he go? Hey, come back. There he is. He's just going to hang out in the yard for us. And 2 cooks. Let's get these boys hooked up. And we pop. Into the kitchen you go. 1, 2. 2 military cooks. Getting ready to do their thing. Okay, good. So that has given us the basic requirements of our prison. So now, it's time to expand. So, cell block A. Not this one. What's this? Oh, that's just the investment one. Okay, get money for waiting. Cool. And let's get I guess visitation is probably a good starting point, right? In the meantime, could you tell me how I could do more? And Mr. Warden, I think that before too long, you're going to need to have a security guard, like a captain, to sort of run things for you and keep things under control. All right, good. That's taken care of. Now that that's done, we can start thinking about how we're going to expand this joint. Because I don't want this to be, I don't want any of this to be accessible. Here's what we're going to do. This room here at the front, we're going to strip that out, and that's going to be the visitation block, right? So let's go objects, and, we need a storage room, don't we? All right, let's go. Dismantle everything that's in here, and this, and all of this. Great. And then rooms-wise, we can strip this room apart. We can demolish this wall that's here. And we can use this room as a temporary storage room. Right? So where's storage? I can never see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I can actually see it today. There you go. Right. Temporary storage room, get. Yard, don't want you. Rooms, gone. Canteen, gone. Kitchen, gone. Offices, fine. You guys can stay. Fences, I think these guys need to go. And these can be converted into the beginning sort of... I may even leave that. I may even leave that as storage. Yeah, I think I will, actually. Alright, let's do this then, right? Watch this. Brick foundations right here. And... that way, we've got this lovely open-air corridor. It's a big U-shaped building at the moment. These other objects that are in here, we can dismantle. And get those sort of stored up for when we need them. And then we can extend this area to do things with. So I think that can be reception. We'll have materials, brick wall up here. This up here can be visitation. Right? And that cooker can be removed, please. Come on. Here we go. I'll get rid of that. We'll get some potatoes there as well. They can be stored up. Okay. Visitation. Reception. Dunno. Something. Maybe a ward eventually. Maybe this can be like a... whatchamajigger. A place with the stuff. You know. The... infirmary. Oh, it has been a while since I've played this game. Can't remember what anything's called. Alright. And we'll get this chinked into there, and that slunked into there, and then objects-wise, let's grab ourselves a fresh staff door here, and a normal door here, and then we'll get outside. So that's roughly what this is all going to be, so that's cool. And then we need a large door leading out into the prison proper, which is going to be this way. And I think what we're going to do is mainly, you know what, we'll start with a nice long prison block along here, and then central services in the middle here. So let's go down to here, we'll get some planning underway, right? And we'll go like, from here, we're going to have cells that are, I think, 2 by 3. We'll make them the regular, default regulation military size prison cells. 1, 2, 3, right? And they can come down this way. All the way down like this. All the way down like this. We're not going to be... Do we want them here? Yeah, look, it should be fine. We'll just build... I tell you what. Just to be on the safe side, we'll use this lake as a bit of a natural barrier for us as well. Hang on, let me just run down here a little bit. Yeah, it's not much of a barrier, but it does sort of gum things up a little bit for people who want to tunnel that way. I don't think that prisoners can tunnel underwater. But I could be wrong. I have been known to be wrong in the past. I'm not sure if you guys have seen any of my wrongness in the past, but it does sometimes occur. I know that you're going to be surprised. So, we'll plan all of this out. This is going to be a delightful starting prison block of, what do we need? 15. So what have we got so far? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's pretty good. That's a good starting point, I think. And we can go all the way down like that. That leaves us a little bit of space up here for some solitary cells, which can just be cinched in at the top of this block. And then this block can be brought out. We'll have a gap of 2 there, brought like this. Great, no worries. And then a corridor of 3 here to get across this way, right? And then that corridor of 3 can lead into a lovely big kitchen, right? Nice chunky kitchen right about here. A lovely big central canteen that can sort of go... Actually, you know what? Let's have a central yard. And we'll go across the yard. It's going to be a very small yard, isn't it? I wonder. Because we've got gang warfare turned on in this baby, I think we're going to need to segregate our different prisoners into different blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to have... Alright, here we go. I have a plan. I'm creating a plan as we go. This cook is just going for a little bushwalk. He's, off he goes. He's foraging for some, bush tucker to help feed people when they arrive in the prison. Okay, so we're going to have a door here. And this cell block A is going to have its own canteen, which can be sort of like this. That'll be the canteen. And then here, we're going to have a little common room like this. And then a little yard like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be big enough. That should be big enough. And what we'll do is for each new block that comes in, we're going to give them a roughly similar sort of arrangement, where they can have a little tiny yard that they can do their exercise in, a little tiny canteen. I mean, that canteen for 16 people, what's 16? I think you can fit 8 people per table. So we're going to need 2 tables in that area. That should be pretty good, actually. That should be pretty good. And then the entranceway will be here, and then a block there. Right? So this entire block will be kind of self-contained. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this. This is going to be good. I like this. And we're going to have the cell blocks made out of concrete. Right? So we'll have this come down all the way like this. We'll get some extra materials in to make sure that we don't have any of these trees pushing their way through walls. Oh dear. Let's... Dang. Can we cancel? Yeah, we can cancel just that bit. Great. So let's have this go to here and like this. Because then this section here at the end, this just needs to be a little concrete walled yard. And then entrances we are going to need. So we'll need a large door here. Beautiful. We're going to have some little doors. So there'll be one here to get into that yard. There'll be one internally when that's ready to go. But at the moment, we've got to wait for this to complete out. And then, yeah, that should do the trick. Okay, good. Good. Excellent. I'm happy with this so far. This is going to be fine. Okay, and utilities. Let's get them starting to sort of pipe down as well. We'll bring this main pipe across. And then a small pipe. We'll put the toilets at the front of the cell. Oh dear. No, because then we'll have a toilet and the shower. Oh, toilet and shower would stack on top of each other like we normally do. That's right. Okay, cool. So we'll pipe them like that. Connect up to there. We'll see if that has enough reach, and otherwise we'll bring another pipe down this way. Oh, these guys are going to need some pipes as well, aren't they? Alright, so let's do this. And you know what? Let's just connect it up that way anyway. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, here we go. The Lego block style. Each of these blocks is going to be a self-contained 27 plus 17 meter by 11 meter, or 12 with the other wall included, block that will be a self-contained, sealed up, tight as a drum cell block, where prisoners will be just, tightly shoved in there. And I can imagine that this would be like, army engineers have come in, they've just rolled in and mixed up a bunch of concrete, and poured it out into some like preset, prefabricated molds that are really quick and cheap and easy. You know, we can imagine, if we want to roleplay this up a little bit, we can imagine that why am I building all of these? I can quick build that stuff. You can imagine that this brick area up here, this was like some existing building that existed like prior to us arriving that we've just sort of taken over, and now we've started pouring on this horrible concrete stuff to do our cheeky prison in. Okay, so let's go like this. That's going to be a cell. That's going to be a cell. Objects, we're going to need a bed in each of these cells, right? And we'll tuck them right up into the corner like this. We'll have a toilet, shower combo in the corner like this with a shower head, bish bash, and a toilet. No? Oh, can you not do that anymore? Oh, that's a bit of a shame. That was always my favourite little hack. Alright, well... Oh, no. That was always the best little, like, cheaty way of doing things, and now I've got to redo all my piping. That's disappointing, game. Maybe I could, like, put the toilet there and you have to climb over the toilet to get into the cell. I mean, that could work. But it's too late now, because it's in. Now, are there lights in these cells? I don't think that there are. So let's go with a light. It looks like these ones are in the top right-hand corner, and these ones... You know what? I'll just pop them in, and then we'll demolish up the existing ones. Because I want all the lights to be the same. And I keep forgetting to turn off auto lights, because... You know, I tend to forget things. Alright, we'll get those turned off there. We'll get that one turned off there. I'll figure those all out later on. Okay, so there's our two hero cells that we can now clone up. We're going to need some power in here, though. We're going to need some power. We'll run it all the way through like this. It will need to go into here as well. I don't think we need it in the yard. And then we can connect it up to the main feed, which is going to be... Whoop, there we go. Okay, it's going to be that way. So... That's taken care of. Let's get some quick building happening, and we'll clone up luxury solitary cell. What's in that? A toilet and a drain and a bed. Not on my watch. Quick build. Clone. And we'll clone up like this. Actually, we're going to need a wall for the further ones down. And we'll just... plop these in like this, right? Done. Lovely. And then solitary-wise, wait, how big is that luxury solitary cell? It goes, that's too big. That's way too big. And it's way too much for what prisoners of war deserve. They need, ready? Here's what they get. They get objects, toilet, right? Done. You get a toilet. And you know what else you get? You get a door. And you know what? Because I am so benevolent, you get a light as well. How nice is that? And then I think we need some lights in this corridor as well. It's going to be quite depressing and drab and dark in this place, but I'm sure that the guys will be fine. I'm sure they won't mind. They know why they're here. They know what they're in for. If they're going to be shocked by the fact that they're forced to live in, like, basically a shithole, it's on them, really. If they walk in and go, oh, this isn't very nice, I'm not going to be terribly fussed. All right, yard. There's your yard, boys. Canteen. Where's your canteen? Canteen. Goes here. It's going to need a serving table. Bugger. Should we do it? No, we'll do it. No, it's fine. We'll do it there. We'll just move the door down one notch. That's easy. Right? Concrete wall, like that. And then we'll get some, 2 tables and 2 benches. That should be sufficient for this here little canteen. Right? Lovely. And then a little common room for them. Goes like this. We'll put a door on it, just to be nice. Just there. And in the common room, they can have, I don't know, I guess a sofa. They can have a radio. Just pop that there. Should we give them a telly? We'll put a phone booth in there, though. Just in case any of them want to phone home. And then we'll put some weights benches out in the yard, shall we? This is like super basic. Hey, guard. How you doing? Super basic yard. I mean, it's fairly gross. It's just overgrown with weeds and stuff. Because it is just the tiniest of courtyards. But that should do the trick, I reckon. Why are we flashing with water? What's going on here? Oh, because basically I've hooked everything up wrong. Oh, my giddy aunt. Okay. No, not that. It's fine. It's fine. I have slightly messed that up. This is the alpha version of the prison block. So hopefully we'll work out how to do this better for next time. But for now, I think that should be a sufficient cell block. Oh. Well, once I put doors on. Doors are going to be generally useful. Oh. What? Pool table and TVs? Is that a thing? I'm not going to fit those in. I can fit a pool table in. But not this episode. Alright. I'm going to leave that there. I'll come back and fix these doors and buy these additional bits and bobs next time. And we'll turn on prisoner intake. And we'll see how we go. Alright, friends. Well, thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all those sort of jolly good things that people ask you to do. And Periwinkle, we'll see you next time. See you guys.